Time now to turn back to meteorologist Clay Smith, who is in the Storm Alert Center in with us today. And Clay, we're talking about, of course, those kind of overcast skies as we prepare for rain tomorrow, but at least we're not as cold as we were yesterday.
No, not even close. It's warming up nicely, and we've been talking about this warming trend for a while now, and we're pretty much here. After a cold start this morning, we're already in the mid-50s across parts of the Tennessee Valley. Clouds streaming in. This is a look off of Walnut Avenue down at North Georgia Toyota in Dalton. Hey, things are looking A-OK. The sun is peeking through. Temperatures, again, warming up pretty quickly. Almost 60 degrees now in Cleveland, 51 in Altamont, 54 in Fort Payne. Same for Chattanooga. And as we take a look at your hourly planner, likely to be in the 60s by 2 p.m. and kind of stay there until the sun starts to go down, and then we'll drop back into the 40s with some areas slipping all the way down into the 30s by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. So tomorrow it will be warm, but a cold front comes through. Much colder as we get into Friday, and then we bounce right back into the upper 50s to lower 60s as we head into the weekend. So about 5 to 10 degrees above normal. Pattern is doing a little flip-flop. Very cold for the first part of December. We're about 5 degrees below normal. Now we're transitioning to a warm pattern. So what this is going to do is lock that coldest air into Alaska and Canada. It'll come back down at some point, but it looks like we're going to be warmer than average. That doesn't mean we're not going to have some chilly mornings. That'll still be the case. It is December after all, but it is going to be warm each afternoon. And by the time we get into a Christmas Day, pretty good chance we're going to be in the low to mid 60s here across the Tennessee Valley. If this heat dome shifts further to the east, we may even push closer to 70. But right now, I think anywhere from 60 to 65 with no major weather systems coming our way on Christmas Day, at least as of now. Still 8 days away, can change, but things are looking good. Next system starting to get going to our south and west. There's a couple light showers trying to stream across our northern areas up towards Pikeville, Dunlap, Altamont. Some of this may not be hitting the ground simply because dew points are still low and the air is very dry, so some of it may be evaporating, but don't be surprised if you run into a spotty shower or two. So I threw in a 20% chance of rain just to cover some of those sprinkles coming through. And as we track out the rest of your day, really not a lot to talk about. Tomorrow morning, a couple light sprinkles possible, but a bulk of the rain not going to come in until after 3 or 4. And I don't think it's necessarily going to be a washout, but after 4, we're going to have periods of some heavier showers and maybe a few rumbles of thunder coming in from the south and west. Notice how that continues, becoming more widespread later in the evening. And notice by 9 or 10 o'clock, we have some pockets of heavy rain. Could be some gusty winds at times, and then this starts to shift off to the east very quickly. By the time we get to midnight, most of this is out of here. Could be a brief transition to snow along the Tennessee-North Carolina line, but by Friday morning, this is out of here. Moves very quickly. Do have a marginal risk for some stronger storms along the Cumberland Plateau between about 5 and 10. Gusty winds going to be your primary concern, but not a lot of instability, so I'm not overly worried about that. Sunshine returns Friday. Warmer this weekend with a slim chance of a shower heading into next week.